Where my girls at? Where my girls at? It's going down.
It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Oh my goodness. It's Friday, Friday, Friday. Where my girls at? Well, there's one of my girls, Gloria Mayfield Banks. This is We Got Issues with Gloria Mayfield Banks, Sabrina Katrina Crissette. But right now it's Sabrina and Gloria. I think Crissette might be on the radio. She's going to be a little late. Crissette, are you there? There she is. There she is. There she is. All right. All right. All right. Well, girlfriends, looks like we made it. Another week in. Another weekend radio land. We made it. We made it. We made it. We got issues. Call into 313-778-7600. This is your host, Sabrina Goodwin Monday, out of Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. And we are talking eat to live, not live to eat, with a very special guest today. But before we get started, are you guys ready for the weekend? What are you doing fun? What is happening out there? You know, being in a new environment, you just kind of looking around. I have one of my best girlfriends, little girl, she is 7. And she said, Miss Sabrina, have you met any new friends yet? And I said, Victoria, not a one new friend yet. I said, but I'm going to a festival this weekend and I'm going to try to meet me some new friends. And she said, she was so encouraging. She said, I bet you will. You'll meet some new friends. And so I know my husband will be glad when I get some new friends because said, baby, 1 o'clock, we're going to the festival. He looked at me like, what? On football Saturday? Okay. So it's all good in the hood. Gloria, how are you? What's going on in Ellicott City?
It is good out here. It is good out here. It's gonna be a good juicy weekend. It's gonna be a good juicy weekend. I hear some challenges with the radio, but I'm so excited about this topic. I'm excited about somebody who saw this friendship come together from the very beginning. I'm gonna see what's going on with my sound, but I truly am excited about this weekend. The weather has been cloudy here, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'm not burning up. I ain't got nothing to complain with. Let me tell you something. I got nothing to complain about over here whatsoever. However, I'm excited about this topic because I'm excited about this topic of abundance. So abundance in your eating, abundance in your thought, abundance with our girlfriends. We got girlfriends on the radio. I'm throwing it back to you, Sabrina.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It might be your earpods, Gloria. Sometimes I get feedback there, but It's all good. Crissette Ellis in the D, where the station is based out of WFDF 910 AM, the Superstation headquarters. What's going on in Detroit, First Lady?
It's the weekend. It's a wonderful day in the deep. There's some feedback. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Can you hear the feedback?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Jalen, can you check that for us, please? Because we're all clear on our side. Not sure where that is. Okay, Jalen, I'm sure we'll look at that. Go ahead, Crissette.
Okay, I was just saying, it's a great day in the weekend. Of course, all weekend we're celebrating my father's birthday, my sister's birthday. It's a day so I can just about imagine when she was born the day after his birthday. He was so excited, that he brought a beautiful to the world. And I want to give a shout out to my sister Cherie. Her birthday. Some parents taking their children to school.
Yes, we talked about that a little bit. Yes. Her sister's birthday today. My baby boy Quincy is 22 today. Let's give Quincy Monday a big round of applause. Yes.
Yeah, it's a birthday week for real. This is craziness.
Yes, it is a birthday week. Birthday week. Yes. So lots to celebrate. So Chris, go ahead. We see you now. Go ahead.
Jalen. Okay, so maybe this is going to be better.
Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, much better. So I was saying today I saw where some parents in California were taking their children to school. And these parents, of course, are practicing what the CDC is saying about their children. You know, they had them in their masks. And there were all these other parents out there protesting with signs and telling them that it was child abuse and how dare they make their children wear masks. And yeah, I mean, just all of this. Spewing all of this hatred and anger towards them because they were choosing to, you know, protect their children by wearing a mask. And what really made me upset and real angry, you know, these are the same people that says that the CDC is trying to take their rights away. You know, we don't want our children to wear masks. And then on the other hand, they're out there protesting parents that also have a right. I mean, you have a right. If you want to say, I don't want my child to wear a mask, okay, then that's fine. But how dare you tell me that I don't have the right to put a mask on my child? And they are just out there angrily shouting and whatnot, telling the parents that, you know, them having their children wear masks was a form of abuse. And I'm saying to myself, do you know the stress? They said that these children, when they get to school, they literally have to let them go to a counselor and have people talk to them because they're all upset because of all the things that the parents outside are saying to their parents. And I said, you're talking about abuse? That's abuse of children. You know, you can make a decision that you don't want your child to be masked, but how dare you tell me that I can't make a decision that my child can wear masks? So when I tell you, I was looking at that TV and I was like, calm down. Woosah, woosah, calm down. But it really made me angry that these people are saying they have a right as if other parents don't have a right to mask their children. So I'm telling you, we are in some perilous, some crazy times because and one lady turned around and said, just like you have a right to say you don't want your children to wear a mask, well, I have a right to say that my child will have a mask. And I said, hallelujah, amen, sister. Okay. I was like, oh, they better be glad I wasn't out there taking my kids to school because I would have had a lot to say. That first lady has a lot to say. Okay. Let me throw it back to you, Sabrina, because we got a good time.
All right. Tell us how you really feel, Chris. Tell us how you really feel. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, we want you to tag a girlfriend. Everybody can benefit from this conversation. Everybody wants to live a healthier life. Everybody I know that it's been a challenge all my life, dropping the weight, maintaining a healthy weight, dropping some more weight, gain some weight, lose some weight. What can you eat? What can't you eat? Well, tag a girlfriend, share this broadcast, tell them to get in here, get in the room, get in the room, get in the room, lean in, lean in, lean in. When we were talking about, all month, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And one of our callers said, well, let's talk about preventative medicine before we talk about what we do after the fact. Well, Paul Ritter is here, and healthy food is a way to prevent disease. And so, Paul Ritter, come on in here, friend. Come on here. Paul Ritter, we go way back. Where's Paul Ritter? There he is.
What's up?
Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. We go so far back. But let me tell you a little bit about Paul Ritter. He's a 16-year veteran in the health and wellness industry. He has been consulting for a long time. He co-founded Heart, Mind, and Body and became an executive health consultant in 2004. He has personally helped over 6,000 individuals achieve their health and wellness goals, many of whom are business and political leaders, pastors, and notable celebrities. Additionally, Paul conducts workshops in many public, private schools, churches, social and civic organizations, delivering valuable information and training to reverse many chronic diseases, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, arthritis, lupus, sinus, asthma, and many other health challenges. I mean, he is our guy, you guys. He was featured in many publications. Some of his notable clients include, oh man, let me see some of these clients. I think he can tell us, but you guys, I mean, Fred Hammond, Ty Ellis, let's see, Priscilla Schreier. There is Dr. Tony Evans. So many, you guys, so many. He will tell us his list of people that he works with. He just was with the Potter's House Men's Ministry last night. He knows his stuff. So Paul, we go way back because, yes, so many people know Paul. He's big in the Dallas area. But we met Paul way back in the day. We did Mary Kay together. He was one of the first men directors in our company. And so you will love his energy. You will love his enthusiasm. I mean, this boy can motivate you. One time I worked with Paul, he took me to Whole Foods. I got all this food. I didn't eat none of it, okay? But I bought a lot of it. I bought a lot of it. So, Paul, we welcome you. We can talk about how we know each other. You guys, Paul is a newlywed. He's been married for 1 year. Yes, Paul is a newlywed. Yes.
What?
Our anniversary, guys, was 2 weeks ago. So
wow.
It's been...
Congratulations.
I before we get started, I have to take my hat off to all three of you because you see, y'all knew me when I was a baby, literally. When we used to drive up to Boston in the van, living, caring, giving, sharing.
Yeah, that far back, yes.
And so I am just honored to be on with you. I'm so elated for all y'all successes, to Sabrina and everything you got going on. Chrisette, I see you in so many rounds. And to the super bad, my sister Gloria, you know, you girl, stop. We ain't gonna go there with you today. Cause you be all over the world every day.
Right. So good to see you, Paul. This is so, y'all really, when you talk about the force of friendship, he was there at the beginning before we even knew we were girlfriends. Before we even knew we were girlfriends, there was Paul, right? It didn't matter how far away we were. There's Paul. There's Paul. So I'm excited to see you, and congratulations on finding your true soulmate. That's exciting.
I did. She is absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear about food. You know, I love that kind of conversation. I really, really love that conversation, for real.
Well, I'm ready to jump in, guys. You know, I've been doing this for 16 years, and so it really came out of pain because all of you know my mom. Mom had a massive heart attack. And she had a massive heart attack from eating a salad and a turkey burger and wheat bread. And all of you know, my mom was never big. So after her heart attack, they put her on 12 medications. My mom went up to a size 20. And so we were just not happy because every time we were going to the doctor, they were like, she's fine, she's fine. And so one day she asked the doctor, how can I get off this medication? He said, you've had a massive heart attack. You will never get off. And that was literally the spur. And so we just started trying to find somebody somewhere. And we did. We found a holistic heart doctor that really changed our life, how we eat, how we shop, how we cook. And God had a plan. And so now 16 years later, oh my God.
Wow.
I have worked with thousands of people, from just basic maintenance of eating better to helping people reverse stuff that they say were irreversible, from ovarian cancer, prostate cancer. And the funny thing, people always ask me, well, what do you sell? I say, I sell nothing. I just give information. And so today, you know, we're going to jump right in. We know this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and
Right.
It's really a two-sided conversation for the simple fact you always have the medical industry that's raising money, doing this, more money for cancer awareness, but there's a small voice that's only heard in certain circles that's teaching on how to prevent from ever getting it. And so today I want to just jump right in and talk about the times we're in now where this whole COVID situation. And I like to call this the COVID relief package. So I got some stuff over here on the side. I'm gonna be showing y'all. I'll be encouraging y'all to order it before we get off the call. But let's talk about what COVID is from a virus perspective, which you may have heard this, ladies, but you may not. When it first happened, they were putting everybody on ventilators and people couldn't breathe and so forth like that. But they never dug to the deeper issue is a good portion of America is asthmatic.
Right.
And so when you put a virus on top of asthma, of course it's going to close your lung capacity. And so therefore right there, no one was teaching people, well, what causes asthma? What is triggering that? And we're going to get into it today. And the main source of asthma issues are dairy products. And I'll detail that. And so you had that going on. And then it came out later, people had underlying conditions and different things of that nature. So one of the first things, I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to be jumping all over the place. And if y'all got a question, just jump in. And I want to start with dairy products because here's the mystery about dairy that we never learn, because we always hear milk does the body good with a big smile on the commercial. But dairy, ladies, is the second leading cause of every cancer.
Second leading cause of every cancer.
Number two, dairy, check this out, y'all. It's going to trip you out. Dairy has twice as much cholesterol as any meat. Let me say that again. Dairy has twice as much cholesterol as any meat, twice as much as chicken, beef, pork, fish. And so what happens is we don't understand. And then on top of that, dairy is the root cause of asthma. When people say, oh, my kid has allergy issues or sinus issues, I jump right in and say, they eat too much cheese. They go, oh, no, they don't eat cheese. I say, tell me what you, they go, well, yeah, he like chicken tetrazzini, macaroni and cheese, pizza. We do milk, ice cream, yogurt. And before you know it, there it is. And so with dairy, number one, second leading cause of cancer. Number two, has twice as much cholesterol. Number three, causes asthmatic issues because asthma and allergies are tied at the hip. I know we all know people say, ooh, when the season changes, my allergies act up. I can't go outside. That's not a weather issue. That's an autoimmune issue. And I'm going to explain it. All of you are mothers. All of you have birthed children. So at some point, we've all been in a hospital where you've seen a woman's baby get taken to an incubator because, once it's birthed, it's not strong enough to breathe the air. So it has to stay in an incubator for a day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, whatever that may be. And then it comes out the incubator and it can breathe the air. Well, the same thing happens. Yes.
Hold that thought. Incubator babies. We got to take a commercial break, pay a couple of bills. We'll be right back. We've got a couple of callers already. When we come back, we'll hit the callers, then we'll come back to you. Thank you for calling WFDF 910 AM, the Superstation. We'll be right back.
Wow. Okay. So when he starts talking about asthma and he starts talking about breathing and he starts talking about dairy, I mean, I know it, but I don't think a lot of people know it. And I can't wait for him to talk about the fact that these companies make sure we don't know it. They are vested in it. They spend time, energy, professionals to make sure you don't know that dairy does this to your lungs. That's what they do. So my niece, who's a holistic person who came about holistic medicine and holistic investigation for the same reason that Paul did, because of a reason. And she was very, very always sick, asthmatic and everything, completely cured herself, like completely cured herself because of the food she eats. You know, it's in the Bible. Let the food be the medicine and let the medicine be your food. And let me tell you something. I'm not perfect. Don't tell nobody, but it was small. It was small. Don't tell nobody. It was small, but it was a bag of potato chips yesterday. It was good. Oh my God. There is nothing like salt, man. There is nothing like salt. Sometimes I used to ask myself, is it salt? Is it sugar? So you guys, seriously, when I tell you I love this conversation, I really love this conversation. Like, this is all in my conversation, is to really understand about food and to go further, because once you have that knowledge and you mix that knowledge with the determination, then you can make a change. If you have knowledge without the determination, doesn't matter. If you have the determination, you don't have the knowledge, it definitely doesn't matter. But when you have both, and I hope he talks about this. Like, I'm going to ask the question, accountability. How important is accountability? Because decision itself is not enough. But this, listen, if that music start rocking, no. Because, we got to keep one ear on the radio and the other ear on Facebook. So I'm really excited about this. And here's the other thing I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about how to find out how food can change your energy, and how it prevents people from being very sluggish. And I know you're going to be like, once you hear Paul talk, he's got so much energy, it don't matter. But I promise you, the fact that he eats right makes a strong difference in it, for sure. So I'm really excited about that piece. So here's the thing. You guys on Facebook, you got to call in. You got to call in 313-778-7600, because we know you got questions and we want to hear those questions from you. So it makes a big difference, So I'm so glad you're here. I hope you called somebody and said, ooh, they're talking about food today. And how it can affect your health. All right. See you in a minute. We're back on the radio.
Issues. We are talking health. We believe that health is your wealth. We are talking live to eat. No, eat to live, not live to eat. That's what we're talking about today. Take good notes, you guys. Take good notes. When I tell you, my man, Paul Ritter, who is a health and wellness consultant, he knows his stuff. He's been doing this a long time. He knows the ins and outs. His mom was on 12 medications from a heart attack, and he nursed her back to health. She is well and doing fine. And I'm telling you, it was a journey that he said, oh no, there's got to be another way. And he found that way. Let's go to the phones, you guys. Let's go to the phones. We've got a couple of callers, and we'll go back to our special guest. Caller, are you there? Talk to us, caller. Are you there?
Caller, are you there? Okay, maybe. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, we got you. Okay, is that better? That's so much better. Thank you for calling. We got issues. I'm sorry. I was just calling to compliment Paul. Paul helped my family work on the weight loss transition. And I just want to say to the audience to please listen to this brother and what he has to say. And as he told me when he first was blessed our family, you can Google anything. So what he said, you can Google and take it to the bank. It will definitely save your lives if you just, do your part. Do your part. Excellent. Well, we certainly thank you for calling in. It's always, when we get those personal testimonies, it makes a difference. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. All right, we're going to the phone bank. We've got another caller. Caller, are you there?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Marathon. Somebody beat you to the punch today. You were the number one, but you were the number two caller. We can always count on you, Marathon. How you feel today?
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling better. I had some depression days. That's why y'all haven't heard from me. And so this is on time for what I'm hearing now. Because it's the changing of the weather, what you eat, all of it. Mm-hmm. You have to pay attention to what's happening to your body.
Yes, wonderful marathon. Well, marathon, we'll keep you in prayer. Glad you're feeling better, and I'm sure Paul will give you some food for understanding that could possibly help you with your mental state. Thank you so much for calling.
Happy birthday to First Lady Alice, dad, and sister.
Okay, and my queen, my son's Quincy's birthday is today. All of us, okay?
Okay, now.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, Paul, you were finishing the story about the babies and the
And then let's talk about food for mindset.
Okay,
Mental
so
health.
let me finish it with how dairy affects and allergies. So the more dairy you consume, it breaks down your autoimmune system. So we were talking about the baby that comes out the incubator after a few days because its immune system has gotten strong enough to breathe air. Well, the same thing happens to us as adults. Over years and years of dairy consumption, your autoimmune system gets compromised. So now you can't breathe just normal air. And people attribute that to, oh, ragweed or this or that. No, it's an autoimmune issue. So then we have to increase your red blood cells, get more oxygen in your body. And then on the flip side, you just got to stop eating some stuff. You know, at the end of the day, you just got to stop eating some stuff. So when it comes to the dairy issue, you just want to kind of move away from that. And that's one of the biggest challenges, like we were saying with COVID, because, you know, people don't want to give up dairy products. So now when I say dairy, y'all, I'm talking about a whole bunch of stuff you don't even think about. Creamer in coffee, ranch dressing, salad dressing. So a better choice is I'm talking because I know we got commercial breaks. We're going to be going in and out. So a better choice than creamer and all this stuff, just do rice milk. Rice milk is made from brown rice. It's lactose-free, dairy-free, cholesterol-free. That's the closest thing to breast milk, believe it or not, and it's amazing. And you can get it in unsweetened, you can get it in original, you can get it in vanilla, and it's less expensive than milk. So, but then that goes to all the other things that we like cheese on, chicken tetrazzini, pizza, queso dip. If you're here in Texas, you know, people lose their mind, you take away their queso. You know, so there are just so many things that dairy ties into, which leads to a whole nother part where it affects our cholesterol levels. So I'm just going to jump down this road because I said you want me to give some healthy tips, but I got to share this because so many African-American women deal with hysterectomies and having issues and fibroids and thyroids. Well, check this out, y'all. The root cause of a hysterectomy is years and years and years of too much cholesterol. Because cholesterol is the key hormone for sex in men and women. Really quickly, the reason why Viagra is so popular now is because that's a cholesterol issue with men, because cholesterol does not allow the men's organs, y'all know what I'm talking about, to function a certain way because blood has a hard time passing through fat. So therefore, you need a pill to create a hole so blood can pass through so the other part of the body can work. And on the flip side, for women, what years and years of cholesterol does, it actually takes your sex drive up, but then it causes issues like fibroids, thyroids. And then the doctor says, oh, you know what, Ms. Monday, we need to give you a hysterectomy and blah, blah, blah. When if someone would just be able to address the eating part, then we don't even have to have a surgery.
Wow. This is so good. So good. Let's go to the phone lines. I know the girlfriends have some questions. Wow. Let's go to the phone lines. Thank you for calling in. 313-7. What's the number? 778.
7600. Hello there, caller. Are you there, Kimberly?
Yes, this is Kimberly. I am here. Thank you.
Kimberly, turn your radio down, please.
Can you hear me? I don't have a radio.
Okay, well, that's better. Whatever happened, that's good.
Okay, I was just calling in to just add a confirmation stamp to everything that Paul is saying. He came in a few years ago, changed the way that we ate, but he took the time out to teach us how to shop. And I want to say how important it is to know what is in the food that you're buying, even at the health food stores. He taught us how to read labels. He taught us how to ensure that we were sticking to the program that he was teaching us how to be on. And it was really important because you think you're eating healthy, eating salads, and cutting calories and following, the diets that you see on TV or something that's popular out in a book or an article, but you don't know how to read the labels of the ingredients that go into these salads. So Paul taught us not only how to read these labels, but also too how to properly prepare your food and still include the same taste that you're used to by using sufficient supplements. I was one of those heavy coffee drinkers, so making sure that I had the right stuff to go in my body, I realized that I wasn't feeding off that jittery energy, but more so of a restorative type energy. And that all came from learning how to read labels, following the programs. And I just want to say it's been years in. I weigh less. I run about 4 to 5 miles a day. And what he is saying is massively important to females in the Black community.
Excellent. Excellent, Kimberly. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you for adding value to this show. We got issues. We know that what we
force of the battle right there. We can exercise all day long, but if we're not eating the right stuff, it's not going to work. So thank you, Kimberly, so much for calling. All right, we got another caller. Paul, you got all your folks lined up.
Man,
Okay. I just put one little thing out there and say, call it. Now they all blown up the phone.
Okay, that's good. You're good. That's good. Hey, Janet, are you there? Are you still holding, Janet?
Jennifer?
Oh, Jennifer. Okay, okay. Somebody told me Janet. Jennifer, you there?
Yes, I am. Okay, can I have Paul's last name and his phone number?
Yes. Paul, how can people reach you? Victor, it's R-I-T-T-E-R. And Paul, how can they reach you?
T-T-E-R, Paul Ritter?
Yes.
Okay.
Through Instagram.
No, can I have a phone number?
Ritter 2355. They can reach me through email, pritter2355@gmail. You can reach me on Twitter. Paul Ritter 23.
I don't have a computer. I need a phone number.
It's hard to get a phone number.
I don't have a computer. I need a phone number.
305-3202.
3202. 305-3202. Is that what you said?
817.
Wait a minute.
305-3202.
897. What else?
817.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. 817. What else?
817. 305.
Okay.
3202.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for calling. We got issues. Okay, Paul, back to you with the education information.
here we go. I want to share with you, this is what I call my COVID relief package. And so for those of us that are watching on YouTube, Facebook, I'm going to encourage you to go buy this today. So this little product that I'm holding up, let me get it in the camera so everybody can see it. Okay, there we go. This is called oil of oregano. Now, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm not a big supplement person, and you can find this on my IG page, but this particular product, I'm trying to get it so the camera can see it.
Right. Turn it a little bit.
There we go.
Right there.
This is the strongest antiviral, antibacterial herb in the world. I'll say that again. Strongest antiviral. Now, I've been teaching people about this for 15 years. And so with all the COVID situations going on, they're telling you to do zinc, vitamin D. That is all fantastic. But if you have a virus floating around, you need something antiviral. This is great topically, ladies. If you have any type of eczema, psoriasis, you rub it on the top, it's gone. Mosquito bites, it's gone. If you happen to get a toe infection from getting a manicure, it's gone literally in a week. You just rub it on every day. You can.
Is there any particular brand, Paul, that you would recommend?
Yes. You want to get this original brand. It's by Herb and Spice. Now, you can use it topically, but it's best to go in your mouth. Hold on. Like a drop, like that. This is the thing that stops the skin-eating disease staph. It's amazing. Now, it is super minty. This is like a peppermint times 10. But this has been around, y'all, for 2,500 years, since biblical days. And in the middle of COVID, nobody could order this, but I've been telling people to take it every single day because it is antiviral. Literally, after lock-in last year, I've been out almost every day. My wife will tell you, and she would have a fit. You can't keep going out. You can't keep going out. And I was going out every day. But I would take it orally, but I would also rub it on my hands because I'm out touching stuff all day. So that's one. That's an antiviral product that everybody needs. Now, I'm not big.
Where do you get it from? Where do you get it from, Paul? Do you order it online or Whole Foods? Where do you get it?
Order from Amazon.
Okay.
Order from Amazon. Just go online, order from Amazon. So now, there you go. Now, here's the second thing. I'm going to show two other quick things, and then I really want to get into food as much time as we have because I'm not a big supplement person, but because we don't have the daily discipline to eat right, we have to supplement. So, you know, as we all are getting more mature, I'm not going to say we're getting old because we all still look the same from back in our Massachusetts days. And
right.
But as we mature, that you know that guy wants to come into your body named Arthur, and his last name is Ritus, and you know we don't want to have anything to deal with him. So here's another product. I'm gonna show you guys. You can find this once again. Oh, let me turn it around. I'm getting it. There we go. Magnesium oxide. Now, what is magnesium oxide? We find this, ladies, in Epsom salt. You know, when you've been on your feet all day, you soak your feet in some Epsom salt, gets rid of swelling. Well, magnesium oxide is the main ingredient in Epsom salt. And magnesium is the mineral that you need more now than ever. Because here's a rhetorical question. As you get older, do you want your bones to be harder or more flexible? Flexible. So one of the things I'm going to throw this nugget at you, you want to decrease your calcium intake. Because as you get older, you don't need your bones to become harder because they'll just be more brittle. So if you happen to take a fall, your bones will not mend back because they will be too brittle. You need more magnesium because magnesium is anti-inflammatory. So when people are challenged with arthritis, all arthritis is inflammation. Magnesium is anti-inflammatory. This product here, it's just magnesium, period. It's a powder. You take 1/4 of a teaspoon every day. Not only will it help eliminate back pains, joint pains, arthritis, fibromyalgia, but it also helps with your digestive system. It helps with your nervous system because it tells you right on the front, nervous system support. So it helps you sleep better. It helps with your brain function. And where we would get magnesium from on a food chart is all of our dark green vegetables. But none of us are eating 5 to 7 servings of dark greens every day. It's not impossible, but it's very challenging if you lead a busy life. Unless you have someone like Gloria that can have a chef just travel with her all over the country and just cook for her every day.
Exactly.
And then the other thing with magnesium, these other 2 points, I'm going to show you one other thing, and then if y'all want more questions, whatever. When you get enough magnesium in your body, you cannot have a heart attack or stroke. Yeah, I'll say that again. You cannot. It is medically impossible. Ask any doctor or nurse. When you get enough magnesium in your body, you cannot have a heart attack or stroke because your heart is a muscle. Magnesium is a muscle relaxer. And so, once again, either we got to eat a lot of greens every day or you got to supplement it because we're not getting it. And this is something that I take every day. I've been taking it every day for literally 15 years, just a fourth of a teaspoon. And then the other part is magnesium. Now, if you take too much, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to need to put on some Depends because it keeps you very regular.
Right.
Hey, Paul, is it better to take the powder or the capsules?
Great question, Lady Chrisette. Thank you for asking. You want to take every supplement that you ever come across, preferably in a powder or a liquid, because then it bypasses your digestive tract. When you're in the hospital and you're sick, they give you an IV so it can go straight to your bloodstream. And so just along the lines of pills and vitamin pills and everything, and I know everybody has their regimen, but let me help everybody out. This is how you know if you truly have a clean vitamin. It will say 3 things on it. If it does not say this, then I'm sorry, just go throw it in the trash. Number 1, it needs to say cold pressed or cold fusion. What does that simply mean? It simply means it's never been heated to be shaped. Because when you heat it, you kill all the nutritional value. Number 2, and it will say this, ladies, right in like the bottom corners of your bottle. Number 2, it should say vegan or vegetarian fed. And number 3, when you flip over to ingredients, every ingredient in your vitamin should be a fruit, a vegetable, or an herb, period. So now that means I got to throw away all them vitamins.
All the what?
Those vitamins that are no good. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
Fruit, vegetable,
Or
or
herb. Or an herb.
Okay.
And you can look right on the back, and if it's got cellulose and citric acid, all those different binders and stuff like that, you're not getting the full effect of a vitamin. So I encourage supplementation, and there's only one other one I'm going to show you, and outside of that, everything else needs to just be food. Look at Chrisette bringing all her. And so it's just really simple. So now here's the third supplement I'm going to show y'all real quick. And I know, are we good on time? We need to take a break. You good, Sabrina?
No, we're good. We're going to roll straight through, but there's so much we want to get to. So let's get to it.
Okay.
All right.
So here's the other thing real quick. And this is the only vitamin supplement. Hold on, I'm trying to get the camera right. Let me turn it. That you should take.
green.
Long story short, this gives you everything from your vitamin D, your B12, your vitamin E. Is live enzymes. Every time you take that, it increases your red blood cell count. It increases your oxygen level. It's an all-in-one vitamin. It's a green powder. Take it. If y'all want more information, follow me on my IG. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and I can give you more information on that. So now, a couple other tips I just want to give you. I know this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we want to be preventive. The easiest way to be preventive is to get our body more alkaline. We say your body's acidic, your body's alkaline. Well, the quickest way to start getting your body more alkaline is start drinking alkaline water. And what makes a water alkaline? It's really simple. It has to have a pH balance of 7 or higher. Why is that so important? Because the more acidic your body is, the more susceptible you are to colds, virus, cancer, lupus, anything autoimmune. You become compromised. And so there are tons of different alkaline waters on the market that you can drink. Essentia is a great one, has a pH of 9.5. The higher the pH, the better. And so that's one way you can get your body more alkaline. Number 2, okay, watch this. I want to quick serve with 3. How many of you chew gum? Who chew gum on the panel? Anybody a gum chewer? Nobody. Chrisette, Sabrina. Okay, what kind of gum y'all chew?
I used to crack it good, but I stopped.
Okay, so
why am I supposed to? Because I need to know.
No, So watch this. Most people are gum chewers because they quote unquote want their breath fresh. But here's the challenge. Most people chew a sugarless gum, Orbit, Extra, Stride, 5, all of those brands. And what they don't understand is in any product, sugarless or sugar-free, the first ingredient is alcohol. It's sorbitol. That is the very first ingredient, not just gum, but in every sugarless or sugar-free product. And look on the back of that. The first ingredient is going to be sorbitol. And alcohol doubles your sugar level. Am I right? Am I right, Gloria?
She was so proud. She was so proud of her replacement. Okay, throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash.
And so what happens? Check this out, y'all. What happens is you chew these sugarless products, or you eat these sugarless products, thinking you're ahead of the game, but in actuality, it's just shooting your sugar levels through the roof. And so I'll take Gloria for an example. She's thin by nature. So you look at her and say she could never have a sugar issue or a health issue because she's thin by nature. I'm thin by nature, but that has nothing to do with it anymore because of what we consume. So every sugarless product, 3 of the top 4 ingredients are alcohol. Sorbitol is 1, mannitol is going to be 2 or 3, and lactitol is going to be 4 or 5. It's in every sugarless product. And so you think you're doing better, but you're really not. The same thing goes with all of these diets and trends. I don't teach diet or counting calories. And so this is another thing that ladies really fall in this boat. Stop counting calories because you don't know what you're doing. You're miseducated. When I, quick plug, started my beverage company, we started meeting with all these chemists. And I just said, how do y'all get to this 0 calorie thing? And they said, simple. Everything's artificial, so the government doesn't make you count it as a calorie. Let me say that again. Everything that's 0 calorie, every product, every ingredient is artificial. So the government doesn't count it. So you think you get something that's 0 calorie, 100 calories here, but there, and you say, well, I'm eating because I'm counting my calories. No, you're eating thousands more because that's all artificial. So I don't teach calorie counting. I don't teach portion control. I just really educate on a lifestyle of making healthy choices. And so get away from the calorie counting. Get away from talking this language of I only eat carbs or I don't eat any carbs because you don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're saying. Everything is a carb. It's simple or complex. When people say don't eat any carbs, I say to them, you just drink water and eat grass all day? And they go, no, I eat food. So you're eating carbs. So get away from all of that. The key is just having a healthy lifestyle, good choices, lots of greens, lots of sweet potatoes, guys. Believe it or not, sweet potatoes help reverse asthma. It's just basic sweet potatoes. If you want a great tip, they're almost out of season. Go buy the Japanese sweet potato. If you've never had it, it will change your life on sweet potatoes forever. It's purple on the outside. It's white on the inside. It is the most nutritious sweet potato in the world, but it's also the sweetest. It will blow your socks off.
It's called the purple sweet potato?
It's called the Japanese.
Japanese.
Where do you get that from? Where do you get that from?
You're going to have to go to a Whole Foods or a Central Market, somewhere like that, because your traditional store is not going to carry them because they don't have the clientele that's educated enough to buy it.
Right. Okay, Paul.
Oh, smart people shop
at
Whole Foods.
There are a couple of things. Dorothy said, what advice do you have for polycystic ovarian syndrome? Do you have any advice?
Say that again,
Polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS.
Right. So PCOS is an autoimmune issue. And once again, Dorothy, take my number because I know we're crunched for time. But that green magma that I was showing earlier, this is the magic. When I've helped people get rid of ovarian cancer, lupus, all of that stuff, that's the magic component. I give the information, but that works amazing wonders. So in simple context for her, that's an autoimmune system. So we've got to change her diet. And in changing her diet, her immune system will elevate. And in her elevation of her immune system, that will start to diminish and she will not be in pain. She will have a lot less discomfort.
That's awesome. Somebody asked, what about fibroids? And what are your thoughts on apple cider? What is it? Apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
So fibroids and then apple cider vinegar.
Okay, so fibroids, once again, is a byproduct of nutrition. It's not hereditary. And let me pair that with this. People say, oh, my grandmama had it, I got it, or arthritis or diabetes or blood pressure, any of those things. None of those are hereditary. What's hereditary is your eating pattern. Because if it was hereditary, you would have been diagnosed at birth. So when it comes to that person that said fibroids, there's a good chance they are big dairy consumers or sugar consumers, a lot of hidden sugar. And then when it comes to apple cider vinegar, many people approach me with that. It's great, but it's not a cure-all. It's great to help do some things. If you have acid reflux, apple cider vinegar is great. If you drink maybe about this much every night, about a little shot glass of it, it's great because it helps to control the acid reflux. But on the larger scale, once again, that's the lifestyle change. You got to change. There's some things going in that's not allowing your body to function at its optimum level. And then with that, let me just throw this other nugget. For everyone that's listening that has a blood pressure issue, here's a simple remedy. It's not going to correct it completely, but it will stabilize it today. 4 stalks of celery is equivalent to a blood pressure pill.
Wow.
Let me say that again. 4 stalks of celery is equivalent to a blood pressure pill. Now, this isn't to eat the celery. You got to blend it. And don't put it in a juicer because the juicer will take out the fiber, which is the most important component. Put it in a NutriBullet, a Vitamix, a Ninja, or whatever. Blend it, and then if you want to add like an apple to it or a carrot to take away that celery taste with a little water, make enough of it. It doesn't have to be a huge glass. Drink it every day. Give yourself 15 minutes. Go check your blood pressure. You will be shocked how it stabilizes.
What?
You will be shocked.
That's amazing. That's
so
amazing.
Is blood pressure is not hereditary?
No. Because you develop it as you age. If it was hereditary, once again, you'd have been your child or you or us, we would be diagnosed at birth, and then we'd have to deal with it. But we develop it as we age.
That's what the doctors say all the time. You're going to get it anyway. You were going to get it anyway. You were going to get it.
Yeah, because they know we're going to eat bad.
Okay, Paul, we know, but we're going to have you back because we didn't even get into, you guys, you got to go to his Instagram account. When I tell you his food looks so good, he has clients that he prepares food for. He cooks for them. This food looks absolutely amazing. How do you make your food look so good, Paul? And how do you get your clients to realize the value in your service?
So the biggest thing, sis, is information. Information changes. And so once I share with people the information like I'm doing with you in a forum, whether it's individual or large groups, then they say they want to taste the food. And the biggest thing with tasting the food is to make it taste good. So let me give everybody some quick seasonings that you can buy that will get your stuff tasting good. Everybody's familiar with apple cider vinegar by Bragg's, but there's another product by Bragg's called Bragg's Liquid Aminos. Bragg's Liquid Aminos. It looks like soy sauce, but it's not.
Delicious.
And what Bragg's Liquid Aminos does, it provides your body with the 16 amino acids that you need to become your protein. And it's in a liquid form. So 2 things about it. It does not raise blood pressure, and it does not retain any weight. Something else I use, believe it or not, when I'm doing soups and cabbages and collard greens and beans and rice, I use seaweed. Check this out. This is going to trip you out. It's called Pacific Kombu. Kumbu. Pacific Kombu. It's like sheets. When I'm doing beans, rice, greens, soups, I drop it in there. It tenderizes everything, acts like salt, but does not raise your blood pressure. Because this is the original form of seaweed. It does not have that sushi, fishy smell.
Right.
But here's the other part that we miss now when it comes to nutrition. Seaweed has all the iodine that our bodies need. Ladies, we need iodine every day. and the seaweed has it. Now, all these trendy salts that are out, you know, you got your pink salt, your Himalayan salt, your kosher salt, your sea salt. Well, this is how they get us, Gloria. They put right underneath that, this does not contain iodine, a necessary nutrient.
They say it.
It's on every bottle. Just read it. But we're so caught in the trend of, ooh, this salt is new, that salt is new, this salt is new. So you just want to get back to using iodized salt if you choose to use salt, because you need the iodine
Himalayan?
to keep your thyroid operating properly every single day.
Oh my goodness, we gotta go. Can you believe we have to go, Paul Ritter? This is crazy. You guys, go to his Instagram account. He gave you the phone number. So many need help. So many need the information. So many need the understanding. You don't have to be on every pill every doctor prescribes. Eat to live. Don't live to eat. Paul Ritter, you've been amazing, amazing, amazing. We'll bring you back for sure.
Yes, you got to come
love
back.
Y'all, love y'all.
Because we got issues. We got issues. You point out all the issues.
Baby.
Lord.
We got issues. You guys, tribe, have a wonderful, wonderful winning weekend. We'll see you Monday on 19 a.m. the Superstation. See you later. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.